River, and we've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. Play action. It's Herbert. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham able to record his 5th sack of the season. Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Herbert now. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th down and on his Ty Long to punt. Greg Ward deep for Philadelphia. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Sheds him off at the 45. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Miles Sanders first carry of the game, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From midfield, here's Carr. He'll find the Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? It used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you've got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
It's 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, as he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick, stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So, Charles, you talk about this offense as we play here in Week 9 of the 2021 season. Normally, you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games, you kind of think the teams might look up and say, gosh, we still have a lot of football left to go.
No doubt about it. Remember, they've had their open week already, so this could be a straight shot all the way from here on out. To me, the best coaches, they tell their teams, hey, I'll take care of you during the week. You just leave it all out there on game day, and I'll make sure you're ready for the next one.
Herbert going to keep it on the sneak. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Herbert off of play action. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jannard Avery just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. On 2nd and a long way to go. Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2nd down, back to Sanders. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. It's caught. Smith. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. This is caught. Touchdown! Devontae Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Herbert on 1st down now. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 2nd and 6. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now it's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play there for L.A. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A great job to hold him in just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And the Chargers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. 5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple of things working against them, and number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, Herbert. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They snap it to Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Brandon, we spent time with this team before the game, and there was never any indication that they did not like their kicker.
Well, it shows right now that they didn't like their kicker. Why didn't they just put it through the goalpost and take the lead?
That is going to be the question that has to be answered. I don't know about you, but I'm skipping my flight. I'm going to the post-game press conference to find out what they were thinking.
Instead of playing conservative, they go through the air, and what a stunning turn of events. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Ty Long now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. They find some open field here. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he gets this up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be from 56 yards out. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Another run here with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Play action. Now it's Carr. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Carr now on first down. Smith catches left side. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. A big play there for Philly. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to...
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So now here's Derek Carr leading his guys up to go for 2. Carr will look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And this one is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. To the air again, Herbert. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And to the right side here, it's Allen. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he will find his man on the outside. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the ground with a tight end. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call play.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Donald Parham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And this one's back to an 8-point game.
Makes the score Eagles 23, Chargers 15.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Already at the line. This Philly offense set to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Carr now on first down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Throwing on second and long. Carr. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. To throw is Carr. That's over the middle and caught by Arcega-Whiteside. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Carr completes it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock. Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Eagles are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 13 yards remaining on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Eckler. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in the game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Donald Parham with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete to Reagor. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. On play action, now Carr. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
That'll be caught. It's Reagor. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough. Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Carr to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Carr to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing, Herbert. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Brandon Graham in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Herbert going to throw. He's going to let it fly. And Unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Carr going to look to throw. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall.